So I've been playing this legacy challenge here on YouTube for a long time that I lovingly refer to as the Nightmare Legacy Challenge. We call it that because everything just goes wrong in this save. Like, it's so chaotic. We play on short lifespans, so things happen really quick. And we're sort of early on to a new generation right now in this legacy challenge, and our kids just aged up into children. We unfortunately had twins, and they've been sharing this bedroom as toddlers, but now that they've grown up a little bit, I feel like it's time to give them a little bit more space, make it fit their personalities a bit more. Their dad, Warren, works for the Grim Reaper, so the whole house is very much this like dark color scheme, and I don't necessarily think that that's what the kids will want. I used the goth baby kit in here, but I don't really even think that that's their vibe, so I'm gonna delete all of this stuff and we're gonna redo a room for them. We also actually have a second bedroom that we can redo today, so they don't have to share anymore because their grandparents just died in the last episode. To be clear, I'm not celebrating that, but it is nice to have because it means that we have some more space. So those are the two rooms that we're working with today. This sim is Leah. She's mean. She also likes horse riding, bowling, and singing. She enjoys red, blue, and gray. And I think she's gonna grow up to be a lawyer. And then this is her brother, Hay. His name is Hay Bell, like hay bale, so he's gonna hopefully be a farmer when he grows up. Her name is Leah Bell, like liable, so hopefully she can be a lawyer. Hay likes fitness, but he dislikes wellness and violin, and he likes the color blue. Let's talk about the rooms for a second, because you can see that I've got some kind of weird things going on, like that beam. That's because of this. We're having some clipping issues, so I put that there to try and hide the clipping. We're gonna have to figure out a way to work around that today. And then the other thing is that I would maybe like to try to use some wallpapers that I don't normally go for, like this one with the roses in this red swatch. I don't know if I've ever used this before. I've used the wallpaper before, but definitely not in this color. So I'm kind of curious to give it a try. So I guess that this room is gonna belong to Leah. Let's see what we can do for her. Oh, and we don't really have a budget because my Sims have a lot of money right now. So that'll be helpful. I might also give her a double bed just because we have so much space. That's not really feeling very kids room, is it? But we can make it work. Maybe I give her some shelves so we can put some clutter. And we could use some things from Life and Death, like the Life and Death dresser and stuff. Okay, unicorn plushie. I'm probably gonna wanna have this little craft table. I might even stick the craft table just in the middle of the room. Or maybe not. I have been known to do that, but doesn't mean it's a good idea. I can just put it at the end of the bed, kinda. I would like for this room to feel quite cluttered. I think for me, the ideal scenario is for it to be really tight in here. And I almost want it to be a little bit messy too, because I want it to look like it belongs to a little kid. Okay, I've added a red lamp and a pink chair. I don't know about that, but we'll see. Now I'm kind of trying to think about artwork because there are some things like these that are good, but I also feel like those might be a little bit busy. The cupcakes might actually be better. I like them because they have a big frame and a relatively simple background. And with the wallpaper being as busy as it is, I think that's nice because the wallpaper is definitely a little bit much. I wonder if I could give her 2 windows. Yeah, more curtains are good because that breaks up the wall even more. I have a bookshelf from Life and Death that we could use. I don't really know where. Maybe I could put it over here next to this. Oh my goodness. What about some toys? I'm not sure where to put this thing either because I would like to have that, but it doesn't want to fit anywhere. Maybe I could fit a little toy box because it is still a little kid's room. That's important to remember. Maybe we put a mirror on this wall, kind of tucked out of the way. I'm gonna want something over here. I just don't know what. I assume some sort of big piece of art, but it needs to be relatively simple. Like that's pretty, but I just feel like it's too much. It's too busy. It could maybe even be one of these again, but in a different variant. No. Okay, what if we had another set of shelves? There's 2 sets of shelves in here now, which is a bit much, but we could put toys on that one so it doesn't feel as weird. Okay, this might be a really bad idea. I kind of want to have string lights. I guess that's not gonna work, is it? Let's make this lamp a little bit more of a reddish tone because it gives some dimension to the lighting, and then I'll stop. Maybe we could just start putting some clutter on these. Bookshelf is good, keep it in white. I did like this ladybug. I think that they had a ladybug in their old bedroom, so we could put one of those back. And I wasn't kidding when I said we could just put toys on these shelves. Like I'm thinking I will just put toys on the shelves. Oh, a horse, there you go. So she's got some toys hung up. Maybe this section could have some more like artsy type clutter. Oh, you know what I haven't really used yet is my plant. Actually, we haven't put anything from my kit in this entire house yet. Oh, that could be cute. She could have the water bottle, put it on her nightstand even. And I actually love that she has the little printer. Maybe we put an open book on her desk. This little unicorn thing is simple enough, so we can put that there. How about this little guy? I don't know about that. It's kind of weird. If I put this kids clutter on the floor, what do we think about that? Does it make the room too messy? And you know what? I'm just gonna get an extra computer. We could even use mine. Why does this tiny child have a microphone and 2 monitors? I don't know. Let's just say that we're future-proofing it, okay? We're buying her a computer now that she can keep long-term. I intend for her to just have this one for a long time. Ooh, a little stack of clothes could be nice. Might even be good in that color. Okay, I'm feeling like a hanging plant or something up there might be good because just this part above here is too empty. And then we gotta make sure we're getting enough clutter to put on all the shelves. Okay, what if I had this little toy box and that weird fuzzy thing next to it? Because that's kind of nice. Oh, maybe she could have some nail polish. I might want to alt place that a little bit better, but that's kind of cute. She does have nail polish. Like I made the sim wear nail polish, so it makes sense that she might have some there. Okay, I'm giving her 2 black cat little clutter items inside of the shelf, and then maybe just a couple more things on the desk. Like, oh, maybe she could have some Sims games. She could be a little Sims gamer. I could see that. All right, so that's Leah's bedroom. It's sufficiently chaotic, I feel like. And then maybe last, I kind of want to give just a single lamp or something. I don't really know which one. I just sort of feel like it would be nice to have something taller right here. But can I make this light reddish too? It's a little different, but I feel like it still fits with the vibes of the house. And then maybe that's Leah's bedroom finished. Could not be more different from how it was before. This has changed a lot. And then that leaves us with Hayes' bedroom. He likes blue and sports. So I just want to throw out some things that might be nice for us to add for him. We have like sports there. There are some kind of fun sporty posters. And this room is bigger. So if it's possible for us to fit any extra toys in here that the kids could share, I think that would be nice. Like for example, I have this toddler tent just outside, but if I could bring that inside, that would be helpful. And it's obviously not like a huge deal if I can't get it to fit, but that would be helpful. Ooh, this is a cool wallpaper. Why didn't I use this somewhere else? Nina, do you want me to switch your wallpaper out to be like cool? Let's do that. Okay, sorry. Nina's my robot. I'm going for blue, but not like too blue. You know what I mean? Something like that might be okay because it still has some wooden trim and it's still dark, but then we have a lot of wall space and it's not too busy. That gives us some room to let the rug shine. And I'm gonna try and pick a rug that I don't normally do. Ooh, like this one. I don't even know when I last used this rug. If we could get a bed that's like a little bit nicer too. I'm kind of interested in this one. I wonder if I could do that and then have like a wall of built-in bookshelves or something. All right, this is like pretty ugly. So maybe not those particular built-in bookshelves, but it could be done. No, don't do that. I don't want to put the rug in the corner. And I also don't want to size it down. That's why I'm struggling so much with this. Maybe the rug should be in the corner and maybe it should be sized down. Okay, kind of different curtains. Very samey. Oh, you know what? I could scoot this over. That's better because the bed can be centered in there now. And then if we had some like darker wood colored nightstands, something like that, I'll just give him one on the one side of the bed. He could also probably have a bookshelf over there. There should be enough space. I'm wondering about even some of the stuff from Don Lothario's kit because Don has like framed jerseys and stuff. So we could put one of those up high. There's a little sports lamp. We do have a teddy bear upstairs, but the one that I put upstairs is blocked, so it won't quite work, but this one should be functional, so that's good. And then we can just make them share. I know that sounds kind of bad, but like that's totally fine. And we even came into this with that being the plan, so it's totally okay. I got some extra posters over there. What other little things could we try to use? I'm gonna want a backpack, maybe a lunchbox. I'll use the chair from kids room stuff because this comes in that kind of fun teal color. I'm kind of trying to decide what to put here to help block that clipping. Part of me really wants to have something like this because that covers it, but then there's a weird overlap. There is a base game one. This comes in like gray and blue, so that is kind of the vibes if we wanted to use it. Then I could put like the little beige hamper and try and put some sports clutter in there next to it. And I realize that it's looking a little bit off, but I mean, it's The Sims 4, like I think it just will. One of these comes in a sports swatch. There we go. Okay. He can have that. I'm pretty sure that he hates violin, which makes me think that maybe I should put one inside of this room. I know that's like so terrible, but if his sister plays violin, it would make sense that he would hate it. I feel like obviously they get along and they're friends and whatnot, but not always. Like I'm kind of trying to tell a story of there maybe being a little bit of a sibling rivalry thing going on. I feel like that's just normal with kids and like they're twins that are 9 years old. We want them to fight a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna get a corkboard because then we can start putting up our postcards on there. We have an activity table upstairs. We have now the wizard starter thing here. There's a violin upstairs. There are some stuff that might have been a super random addition. Like, I don't really know if we could have fit this puppet show in here. But then it also kind of makes me think, like, how fun would it be if I got rid of the grandfather clock and if we put a puppet show in the hallway? Because they only have to use the side doors. There's not a door on the back, so they can get in there and they can still use it. And then it makes this hallway a little bit more functional. Of course, I need a bunch more clutter down here. Books will be good. I can fit the grilled cheese bookend. Let me look at more of the stuff from my kit. I feel like he could probably have this plant in like a fun color, like the My Sims one. And this could maybe be an opportunity to use the alarm clock as well. Oh, I hadn't really thought about an LED sign. Maybe I'll put that just above our little cork board because that's kind of cool. I can also change some of his lighting because we got like that cool reddish lighting upstairs. I can try and get a little bit more cool bluish lighting down here. We also have these stars and that might kind of work even in that color because it brings in the beige from the floor. Okay, how about this? We could get one of these little banners. Maybe he's like a massive Foxberry fan, so he's got a little banner there for them. This feels very music. I don't know if there's a sports looking swatch. No, he can still like music. Just because he hates the violin doesn't mean he hates music. He just hates the violin. Maybe he plays the piano. We do have a piano. I'm gonna try and make this lamp blue too. I don't know. That's maybe too blue. Make it more teal. Okay, that's some good height that I think they needed. This is why I don't like the medium wall height because I just feel like it's so tall in this room to a fault. Let me steal that water bottle like I put on the nightstand upstairs. We get a Grim Reaper sticker on there. The people in this family are probably big fans of the Grim Reaper. Clearly, they are big fans of the Grim Reaper. They've got stuff for him everywhere. There is an actual soccer ball and an actual football. So if we wanted to just shove a couple of those in the corner, like maybe he kicked him over there because he uses them sometimes, that could be good. I also think that maybe the poofs from my kit might be kind of nice. So we have some chairs. I would put those up here, but I don't think they're gonna fit in the other room. I think that might be the best that we can do for these rooms for now. I kind of am tempted. This is so bad, but I'm kind of tempted to put this TV. It's like hung on the window. I don't really care though. I'm just thinking like functionally for myself, it being like that is better because I can use it more. Oh, hello. Did you want to see the rooms that I made? But yeah, we can use it a bit more like that. I can also put a couple controllers. This is turning into me updating the house. That wasn't my intention. I feel like that's cute though, right? Like the kids would probably want to play in here and then this TV is nicer quality. I could probably get myself a better computer in here as well. We have so much money. That one's 4,000. This one is 10,000. I don't really like the keyboard being lime green, but it is what it is. I might just give one to Nina too. We might as well. Okay, I think that's probably the best that we can do for these bedrooms. If you haven't seen this series before, if you haven't watched the videos, I'll link the playlist down below, but I don't think that you need to have seen that to watch this video. This is just us doing some fun decorating. Oh wait, sorry, I don't have enough clutter in here. Snap, you're caught. Careful. I was gonna put this for him because I think that would be nice in his bedroom. Okay. Oh, maybe the lamp too. Wait a minute. Let's use both of those. It's more green than his room is, but I don't really mind because it's kind of fun. Okay, now we can be done. So there, 2 fun kids' rooms. And this actually turned out really well because I feel like we got to use some stuff that I don't normally go for. Like I haven't used this bed in a while. Never tried this wallpaper swatch. I kind of forgot that this rug existed. Careful. Oh, she's trying to eat the headphones now. I gotta wrap this up. But I feel good about this. Okay, let me save the game and I'll end this video right here. Thank you for watching. I'm not fully sure when I'm gonna post this video, but it's possible that today is literally my wedding day. So that's fun. Thank you for putting up with my weird uploads for the past couple of weeks. It's just been so much. I've had all these internet problems. I've been trying to pre-record. A million things came out for The Sims. Like there's just been so much. I swear things are gonna calm down once we get through this, okay? But with that, I'm gonna go and I will catch you all tomorrow. Bye everybody. Oh, and if you want to watch me build this entire house, I'll link the speed build down below for you. I'm really proud of this one, so it's kind of fun to get to work on it more.